In this video, I'm going to show you how you write your book, how to start writing your book, how to not allow the world to influence your pages, and how you can do it all for free. However long it takes, that's between you, God, and your assignment. What I'm here to show you is the method on how to be successful in starting and completing your book that you have been called to write. Today, we are going to write that book that you have been putting off, that same book that dad has been telling you to write. This is your assignment. You have that story just sitting inside of you. It's just festering, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. When you're going to give your testimony, you're on YouTube and you're looking up all these other testimonies, trying to grab the motivation that you need. You don't need any more motivation. Let this video be that motivation for you. This is the day that you're going to actually sit down and even type one paragraph. What if you just type one page a day? That's it. You have time for a page. So instead of thinking I have to type this whole entire book that's going to make you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and if you don't believe me, I can run the math for you. But this testimony needs to be heard because there's a sister out there that's waiting for you to put out your book. The same way that when you're searching YouTube, looking for those testimonies and looking for that motivation, that sister put out her testimony for you. You have to pay it forward. Not because you have to, but because dad said so. So we're going to hop into this video. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up your Google, or so the three free sites that we're going to use, your apps we're going to use, is Google Docs, Pages if you're on Mac, or Canva. I'm going to show you between the two. So for our beautiful book here, what we're going to do, you're going to open up your Google Docs. You're going to first go to File, okay? Go to your file, go all the way down to the bottom to Page Setup. As you can see here, make sure it's the whole document. It's in portrait size if you're doing portrait. Books are not done in A4, so make sure you select A5, okay? And these are the sizes the dimensions that you're going to want to do. Now I'm going to give you a little tester here. So, and if you don't know what to start writing with, start with a memory, start with a prayer. That's what we're going to do here. And the next thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to show you between how to formulate your book for you. So this isn't how to send it off. This isn't the final, but you're going to want to navigate easily throughout your manuscript. So give it a title, because if you see here on the side, the left-hand side where it says document tabs, the reason why you're going to highlight it into titles, headings, is because it's going to be easier for you to find along the side. See, you got your title page, then you got your just start writing. I'm going to add the introduction just so you can see what I'm talking about. So that's going to be in the same heading. So second heading. Okay, now watch what happens when I put it into a third heading or normal. So with third heading, you can't really see it. But if you want to see the drop in, see how it says, if you're not sure. So that will be aligned in your table of contents, okay? Books that we're going to do today. So this book is not done the day my ex served me. I'm just showing you what it looks like in the heading. Okay, you see how what I'm talking about on the left-hand side? Now everything's so much easier for me to navigate. So any heading that I have, whether if it's the first heading, second, third, fourth, fifth, or just a paragraph. If it's a paragraph, it's not going to appear on the document tab. In case you want to know like why, so this is not a chapter. This is a before you read this book. If it's a guide, if you're writing a guide, then you know how to use this guide. This is the section that you'll be doing. So before you start reading, so how to use this booklet. So before you go any further, I want you to understand this clearly. This booklet is a tool, not a guide. The Bible is your guide. The Holy Spirit is your guide. The voice of the Father is your guide. I am only a vessel or sister. And the reason why I wrote this is because too many of us are relying on testimonies. They're relying on the world and not the word. The word is what you follow. The word is your daily instructions. People's testimony, they literally are just testifying the good news. They're testifying what dad has done for them. That's it. It's not to be used as an instruction manual. If you already know all of this, if you already know these steps, then by all means, go take a look in the description. I put all of the timestamps there because where our time is valuable. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little handy tool. I created a beautiful prompt to help you get started, but in order for you to get started, you have to write your first page. And I'm telling you this because too many people are relying on ChatGPT to do the work for them, and that's not what you're doing. You're using ChatGPT as a handy assistant. So, this same chat that I plugged in earlier, I left in the guide that you can download for free. The link will be in the description. So, what you're going to do is plug it in here, paste your memory or place your testimony, place whatever page that you started writing with, even if it's a couple sentences or make it more than that. Okay. You need to give it something to work with, or else it's going to write it for you. So as you can see, I gave it my first page. This would probably calculate to probably 2 pages or a page and a half. But anyways, I gave it my first page because what you're going to want to do, as long as you give it something to work with, you're asking it. So this prompt is asking it to help you formulate an outline. So you'll realize when you start writing your book that you might not like the outline, but it's given you a starter. It's given you a way to help you write in a structure format. Okay, so look, based on like I already have my outline, I already have 8 of my chapters written. I have to clean it up. But based on before you can read section, this is what it gave me for the outline. So it's telling me, the high level book outline. It's telling me, everything that I possibly need to know in order to start writing my book. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When faith refuses to bow to science. Ooh, that's a good one. I might actually use that. But you see what I mean? It based on that one page, it gave me an outline that I can work with if I don't know how to start writing. But you have to give it something to work with. And it'll prompt you. So if you didn't see before I wrote that, it'll ask you, can I give you any more book directions? Can I write your first chapter for? It'll ask you everything, and you just say no because that's not. You don't want ChatGPT to write for you. That's not it. You're using it as an assistant. Okay, so now I'm going to show you when you're writing. There's if you're writing in Google Docs or whatever app you're using. So there's 3 text styles that you're going to want to use. You're going to want to use Garamond, you're going to want to use Laura, or you're going to want to use Roman text or Roman time, sorry. Open up your Canva account, okay? And this can be used on a free Canva account. So type in ebook, you're going to only get the covers, but if you type in ebooks, plural, you will get the actual books. So you just click on them, see which one you want. You don't want all of this, okay? Unless you're doing a guide, unless you're doing if you're doing a guide or you're writing, but if you're writing a book, you want something clean, something fresh, not something with so much background noise on the page. So this is a clean option. My goodness, this is a free option. 5 ways to make passive income. I'm going to just upload my cover to it. I'm going to put it in there. There we go. Change the title. And you can use whatever font you want. I'm just using this for the sake of time and because I don't mind it. Okay, and if you have a subtitle, go and grab it. Working title, as you could see. So, this is a work in progress title. It's kind of long. I want it to be a lot shorter actually. But I'm going to enter it in for the sake of the beautiful video so I can show you. Change the font to size 12. Okay, now You can decide which one you want between here's Laura, not bad. There's Roman. You'll see that they all kind of look similar, just that they're a little bolded, a little more plain text. And my absolute favorite that all of my books and guides are written in is Garamond. I find it is the easiest, and a lot of my readers, they prefer this font. Okay, so I'm going to add my logo, which is my publishing house. There we go. And if you guys want me to show you how you can, if you're in Canada, you can grab your free ISBN. Okay, I can also leave that link in the description as well. But if you're in the States or Australia, the UK, wherever you are, I believe you have to pay for it. But the About Author page should always be at the back. Okay. And like I said, if it's a testimony or if it's a novel, you don't need all of this background. But you do need a table of contents. No matter what, you need a table of contents. If you're posting it, my goodness. If you're uploading it on KDP, if you're uploading on Lulu, if you're uploading it on Ingress Smash or Barnes Noble, you need a table of contents. Okay, they will not let you go without it because it would be a journal, not a book. So let me change my font. It's easier when you do it page by page, or you can do it all at the end if you want, because if they're all going to be the same font. Okay, so that's what I want from there, but I need a welcome page, or in my case, I need a before you start reading page. So the before you start reading page. See, there you go. How to use this booklet, and how to use this booklet page. Type that in. Oh, excuse me. Okay, copy and paste. Now you don't have to do this. I am just showing you if you want several methods done. So I normally do this. So I always keep my hard copies in my Google Doc, but then depending on if it's a guide, depending on if it's a novel, I leave it in Google Docs. But if it is a guide or a how-to manual, I always use Canva. But that's just my preference. You don't have to transfer all of your content over. But I would suggest you start with Pages if you're on Mac or Google Docs. And then transfer everything you need over. Because at least everyone has a Google account. At least I believe almost everyone has a Google account. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to go up to Format. You're going to go to Page Numbers and decide if you want the page numbers on the header or the footer. I like both, but I'll choose header right now. And you're going to start at 1. Unclick show on first page. You don't want it to show on the first page. And if you just want the page number, that's fine. But professionally, you type in either your name or your pen name or the name of your book. And it will appear on all of the pages for you. The same thing will apply if you choose the footer, don't worry. See? All right, everything's looking copacetic. Okay, now we are going to do the word count. This is very important. I know, like, a lot of writers, before they start writing, they don't realize how important word counts are. So every genre, depending on your pronunciation, every genre has a specific word count bracket that they have to follow. And whatever genre you're in, I'm going to show you right now. So instead of me going into my files, I just opened up. This is the guide that you can get in the link in the description that has all of this there for you. So that's the handy ChatGPT assistant prompt that you can enter in to get the outline. Okay, so genre and their expected word counts. Y'all pay attention to this. Okay, so we are at either a memoir, self help, Christian, nonfiction. So I have three options to choose from. There's 60 to 90 words for the memoir. There's 60 to 90 words for the self help, 50 to 70, and the Christian nonfiction. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, if you need helpful resources, they are free. I post every single day on my book talk account to help writers. And let me scroll all the way down to help writers write. So rather, if it doesn't matter what genre you're in, the writing tips that I give you can work in every and any genre. So there I am. And this is the guide that I just posted. So but all of these helpful writing tips. People seem to like a lot of the fighting scenes, but nonfiction writing mistakes to avoid, ways to write expressive dialogue, chapters, how to write with resentment. There's so many helpful tools that I do put on my book talk, and every Sunday it is strictly faith-based writing tips. Okay, so you can go to my website and there's other writing resources for you. This is what you get today or tomorrow. I'm going to leave it free for as long as, Father tells me to. Not everything. I have a free resource option on my website because not everything is for profit. Some things are just free. And you're probably wondering, like, do you have to be a faith-based writer? No, I am a faith-based writer. That's what I do. That's my purpose. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial. If this message has blessed you, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out all the other free resources that I will leave in the description below. God bless you. Stay loyal, stay faithful. Bye.